Welcome in. Thanks for joining us for the WHHI Daily News, where we strive to bring you more Lowcountry news more often. I'm Bob Stevens. If Alec Murdaugh's financial crimes trial goes as scheduled the Monday after Thanksgiving, the same judge who supervised Murdaugh's murder trial will hear the financial crimes cases, though Clifton Newman has agreed to step aside if there are any new murder trials that are now under appeal by his lawyers. Murdaugh has already pleaded guilty to over 100 similar federal financial crimes. Of course, he's serving a life sentence without parole for murdering his wife and son, though his lawyers are accusing Colleton County Court Clerk Rebecca Hill of jury tampering. She has denied those allegations. 45-year-old Timothy Lamar Herndon of Hilton Head Island has been found guilty of 5 charges of criminal sexual conduct with a minor and 12 more charges of sexual exploration of a minor and sentenced to over 100 years in prison. Herndon was convicted of operating a hidden room inside his house where he raped and sexually abused 2 girls ages 8 and 11. And investigators believe the abuse had been going on for more than 5 years before he was arrested in 2019. All right, on to happier things. Seems like it's been just a couple of weeks ago, but Hilton Head Island's 6-week Festival of the Arts and Culture, known as Crescendo, is ended with what is becoming one of the most popular events on the island, the Nighttime Lantern Parade on Coligny Beach Saturday night. The march down the beach with homemade illuminated lanterns only began in 2019. It now attracts well over 1,000 marchers. We're going to show you the colorful show on our next edition of the WHHI Daily News. Now to a couple of stories that border on advertising plugs, but are really more a sign of the times. You know, you can find a website just about anywhere that'll rank a local business among the best at what it does. But Open Table is one of the more respected ones in the dining industry, and after studying what they say were 12 million data points, they've picked the Bluffton Room Steakhouse as one of its top 100 restaurants in the country, the only one of the top 100 that's from South Carolina. Diner ratings and 5-star reviews were among those data points. The fiery Bananas Foster dessert won almost as much acclaim, though, as the restaurant's steaks and shrimp and grits. Among the other 99 best restaurants on Open Table's list, 14 of them are in California. The experts used to say there's no such thing as bad advertising. An air conditioning company up in the PD is proving it. Arctic Air Conditioning offering you a free AR-15 rifle if you buy an AC system from them by the end of the year. The owner, Tyler Wigner, says he's received some negative comments, but he's also gone from doing 2 quotes a week to 20 a day. He says you still have to qualify for the gun legally through a gun store that he's working with in Loris. He'll just pick up the tab at the end. For more details on these stories and other Lowcountry news, we invite you to visit the sources listed on your screen. A lot of sports ahead. We are going to be talking about high school football championship games for at least one Lowcountry school. Justin Jarrett has more.
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Lowco on WHHI, powered by LowcoSports.com. And it's almost time for some more high school football playoff action in the Lowco. Only 3 area teams have survived to this point in the postseason, and 2 of them will try to bring home state titles on Saturday. But first, the Hampton County Hurricanes kick off the 3rd round of the Class 2A bracket with a home game against Andrew Jackson, with the winner advancing to the lower state championship. The Canes are led by South Carolina Mr. Football finalist Zion Dobson, who put up 288 yards and 6 touchdowns in last week's 48-14 win over Andrews to push his season totals to 2,230 yards and 33 touchdowns, in addition to a pair of touchdown receptions. The only other high school football program hailing from Hampton County will play for the Ski Zone 1A title when Patrick Henry takes on defending champion Lee Academy at 7:30 p.m. Saturday at Charleston Southern. The Patriots pounded the Cavs 47-21 on September 1st, but that was at home on the farm, and Lee has been to the big game the past 3 seasons. New territory for PHA. That game will follow the Skiza 3A championship, in which Hilton Head Christian Academy takes its 10-game winning streak into a rematch with Wilson Hall, the last team to beat the Eagles. The Barons edged HHCA 17-10 in Bluffton on August 25th, and the Eagles haven't lost since. They'll try to serve up some revenge with a side of celebration with the 3:30 kickoff at Charleston Southern. If you can't make it, Team Lowco will let you know how it all went down Monday on Lowco Lights. For Lowco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Lowco.
Thanks, Justin. Been kind of a roller coaster weather ride lately. Will that continue into Thanksgiving week, Maria Soden?
Thanks, Bob. Yep, so taking a look ahead, we are going to get a break from all the rain we've been having this weekend, but then we are going to see those showers and storms return by midweek next week. Taking a look at Saturday, however, it's going to be sunny to partly cloudy, with Hillnet having a high of 74, a low of 62, Bluffton's going to have a high of 75, a low of 61, and Beaufort's going to have a high of 75 and a low of 61. Come Sunday, it's going to be sunny with the temperatures going down just a little bit. Hillnet's going to have a high of 69, a low of 57. Bluffton's going to have a high of 70, a low of 55. And Beaufort's going to have a high of 69 and a low of 55. The sunrise for this weekend is going to be at 6:54 and sunset's going to be at 5:21. Looking at the beach tides, Saturday low tide's going to be at 7:19 a.m. and high tide's going to be at 12:44 p.m. And then come Sunday, low tide's going to be at 8:26 a.m. and high tide's going to be at 1:42 p.m. Taking a look into next week, Monday it's going to be partly cloudy with highs in the upper 60s, lows in the 60s and 50s. Then come Tuesday, we're going to start the morning off. It's going to be breezy, and the rest of the day is going to be cloudy and humid with thunderstorms and showers starting in the afternoon and continuing on into the evening. Highs in the 70s, lows in the 60s. And then come Wednesday, it's going to be cloudy, and again, we're going to see scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the afternoon, possibly going into the evening with highs in the 60s and lows in the 50s. That's it for today. Let's send it back to the desk.
Thanks, Maria. Plenty ahead on the WHHI Daily News. Up next, maybe some things you might not have yet thought of for safety for Thanksgiving. Stay with us.